Okay, back with another poker chip music theory video. In this video, I'm going to attempt to explain the A natural minor scale and the difference between the harmonic minor scale versus the natural minor scale, and how the harmonic leading tone affects the chords of the minor key. So here we're starting off with our A. This is an A. We're going to start with an A minor. A minor is relative to C major, meaning that the key will have no sharps or flats in the key signature. And it's a good starting place to, it's also the 6th degree of the C major scale. So we know that if we're looking for a minor scale, we're counting from the 6th degree of a major scale. So C, E, C, D, E, F, G, and A would be your 6th degree of the major scale to form your minor scale. So what we do is start on the same key as the C major on A, and we can simply lay out A, B, C as the 3rd degree now of our minor scale, D, E, F, and G. This is also called the Aeolian mode of the major scale, the 6th degree. So A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. If you'd like to think of it as a mode based from the A major scale, you're looking at an A major scale with a flatted, this 3. You normally have a C sharp, an F sharp, and a G sharp in A major. So to form the minor scale from an A major scale, you simply flat the 3, you flat the 6, and flat the 7 to reach a natural minor from A major. Or if you'd like to think of it as a 6th degree of the C major scale, that's also the way to do it. That holds true for all major keys. And here we go. So the difference between the natural minor and the harmonic minor is we're going to introduce a harmonic leading tone, which raises the 7th degree of the scale by 1/2 step. So we count up to 7, A, B, C, D, E, F, and we're looking at our G here. And in the natural minor, G is natural. If we're looking at harmonic minor, you're going to have a G sharp. Okay. That is a leading tone to A, so you're going to have the G sharp to A as a 1/2 step. So that's the harmonic leading tone. Also, remember that the pattern for the minor scale is a whole step, a 1/2 step, a whole step, 1/2 step, whole step, whole step. I was going to show that in advance, I forgot to show that, but remember that's your pattern for the natural minor scale. Anyways, our leading tone here would be G sharp. Now, starting with the natural, let's look at our diatonic chords for the natural minor. We have A, C sharp, A, C, E, and G would be our minor 1 chord, right? Then we have B, D, F, and A, okay, which is a minor 7 flat 5. We have C, E, G, B. The 3 chord in natural minor is a major 7, C, E, G, and B natural. We have The 4 chord is minor, D, F, A, and C is going to be A, B, C, D minor 7, right? And then E is going to be minor. The 5 chord, a natural minor, is going to be a minor chord. Now, because we don't have that leading tone in there, once we put the leading tone, it will change the degree of that, but we'll explain that here in a minute. So we have E, G, B, and D. We have F, A, C, E. You have your 6th degree of minor. Natural minor is a major 7. And then you have your G, B, D, and F. So your dominant 7 is a 7 chord in a minor key. So again, the degrees, qualities of these chords are as follows. You have your 1 chord, your A, is going to be an A minor 7. Your 2 chord, your B, in minor key, natural minor, is going to be a B minor 7 flat 5. Your 3 chord in minor is major, C, E, G, B. Your 4 chord in minor keys is going to be a minor 7. Your 5 chord is also a minor 7. Your 6 chord is going to be a major 7. And your 7 chord is going to be dominant. Again, the notes were A, C, E, and G is a minor 7. B, D, F, A is a minor 7 flat 5. C, E, G, and B is a major 7. D, F, A, C is minor 7. E, G, B, and D is a minor 7. F, A, C, E is a major 7. And G, B, D, F is dominant 7. That's your natural minor diatonic 7th chords. Now when we introduce the harmonic leading tone, remember we put the 7 chord would be a sharp, the 7th note of the scale. So you have your major scale, your minor scale in here, A, B, C, D, E, F, and now a G sharp. So we're going to replace that note in these chords. So anytime we have a G sharp, we're going to replace it. So up here on the 1st chord, you're going to have A, C, E. In harmonic minor, you have the G sharp leading tone as a 7th. You'll see it again in the 3 chord as the 5th. Right, your G sharp, harmonic leading tone. Again in the 5th, you'll have the 3rd. And of course the 7th scale, 7th note is on the root. So that is where the harmonic leading tone falls in relation to the diatonic chords of the harmonic minor key now. And the quality of the chords will change as well. So if you recall, in natural minor, the natural minor had a minor 7 chord. Well, now we have a sharp 7, which makes this a minor triad with a major 7. So you'd call this an A minor with a major 7. Okay? The 2 chord is unchanged. It's still B minor 7. The 3 chord has changed. If you recall, it was a C major before, a C major 7. Now you have a C, E, a G sharp, and a B. And what we have arrived at here is called augmented. So your major 3 chord has now an augmented 5th, so it's now an augmented 7th chord. So C, E, G sharp, and B for your major 3 chord in a harmonic minor scale. The 4 chord is unchanged. It's still minor. still D, F, A, C, minor 7. However, what the harmonic leading tone does to the 5 chord is causes this, if you recall before, was a minor 7, E, G, B, D, but now we have E, G sharp, B, D. So now your 5 chord is a dominant 7, E, G sharp, B, and D. And that is a major reason to use the harmonic leading tone, is to give you that major 5 chord so that it can resolve back to the 1, like, is common, or any other chord. Again, the 6th chord is unchanged. It's still a major 7. And you see the G sharp here on the 7th note of the scale. This was before, where you had G, B, D, F. You had a dominant 7. Now you have G sharp, B, D, F. G sharp to B is a minor third, which it's altering all the intervals to have minor thirds between each one. So now you have a fully diminished G sharp 7. So it's G sharp diminished 7 chord. And that is how the harmonic leading tone affects the chords of a natural minor scale.